Welcome back to Chase the Pace podcast.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Keira.
And we're going to be breaking down Formula One with F1 news, race breakdowns, and bold takes.
Let's go. So, there will be no racing in April. So that's a little quick PSA for all of you.
What races were we supposed to have in April?
You're supposed to have Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. So that's not happening anymore.
Those countries are located, in the Middle East. That's where we got a lot of war going on right now.
Yep. So Formula One and the FIA and I bet the tracks all kind of discussed, and it's not happening. So we will now have 22 races instead of 24 races this year. And our next race will be in Miami in the beginning of May.
Which kind of sucks, y'all. I mean, we're missing out on 2 races.
A whole month of no racing.
A whole month of no racing. Like, what are we going to do? Nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, they didn't even reschedule. They could have gone to another track and not just cut the races completely, but instead gone back to Imola or something.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Would have loved to see that, but it's not happening. So we have 22 races this year instead. So it is what it is. We all have to deal with it. But moving on to Japan and Suzuka, this past race, it was pretty cool. The fans, I think, are pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, they know how to dress out. I mean, I saw one dude, he had a hat on with the DRS. He had active DRS. The flag was opening and closing on top of his head. Oh my God.
Yeah, fans had the pearly tire on their face.
They had the whole donut around their head and everything.
Yeah, and then we had, for the second year, Mini Charles, Mini Lando, and Mini Max. So that was great to see them again.
I mean, the detail on those suits, it is
very
accurate, so accurate. And they look so cute just running around.
I know, it was perfect. even Lando, instead of the LN4, had LN1 on the suit this year, except I think their helmet still said LN4, because I think it was from last year. But besides that, great detail.
Leave it to a Lando fan to be tripping about the number 1, all right? Come on.
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is those dudes who are doing the Pirelli tires, though, you have hard, medium, and soft. I would have hated to have been in the red tire. That would have sucked. And if you look at the picture that's in the media, he is the most unhappy. The dude who's hard, he's smiling ear to ear, medium. He's kind of just he's there.
We're doing the most at this point.
All I'm saying is, I'm not going to say no more, actually. But yes, the Suzuka fans, they know how to dress out. Very cool costumes. There was some Aston Martin samurais too. They involve their culture, combined older culture and technology too with their suits and their creativity.
Go all out.
It's awesome.
Love it. So moving on to qualifying.
Yes, the racing.
Yes, exactly. So we had Kimi P1, George P2. I don't think anyone was too surprised by that. I think maybe George could have been P1 if he didn't have some issues, but no one's surprised that a Mercedes is P1, P2 again. Then we had Oscar P3, so wow, okay. So we have a McLaren in the bunch again. And then Lando P5. Lando had issues the entire weekend. He did maybe half a session for practices. Finally, qualifying, he didn't seem to have any issues, at least hydraulic issues that he was having in practice. So considering, I guess it's not horrible. Charles was P4, Lewis P6, which maybe Ferrari had better expectations, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that McLaren actually came to play. Oscar for the first time. Well, he's still been qualifying consistently. He's still been practicing. Yeah. P3 for him, that's awesome. Because at the front, it really is at the front row which Mercedes is going to be first.
And then first a Ferrari.
And second. Yeah, and then you would expect the Ferraris, but no, the McLaren split them. So we had Oscar, then Charles, then
Lando. Lewis. And then... What were you saying?
I was going to say, Lando's kind of underwhelming me.
I agree.
In terms of his qualifying, in terms of his race, the racecraft, he's a very underwhelming champion. This is not who I would have thought of to be a world champion. This is not how a world champion would drive.
No, I agree.
Especially coming off his winning season. Now, I understand, regulation changes, mechanical failures. He's still the same driver. you know. But even Max is struggling, you know.
Yeah, like he doesn't even look like a world champion right now.
No, it's bad for Max.
Honestly, but I will give Lando the benefit of the doubt. He has had issues. He's also, so teams are given 3 battery changes within a season. Lando has unfortunately used all 3 of them, and we are only on race 3. So it's not great, and so when he has to change it again, whenever that'll be, he'll have a 10-place grid penalty, and any other change after that will be a 5-place grid penalty. So that is not great. Not a great start from McLaren, seriously, like at all. But a bit unlucky, I guess, on Lando's end. Like, it is what it is. We move on. We move forward. But Pierre was P7, which that's very impressive for an Alpine. And then Isaac was P8, Max P11. Max was out in Q2. Haven't seen that in a hot minute, I guess. But
it's looking really bad for Red Bull. They're looking like a genuine midfield team because right now Pierre is the best of the rest, you know, right up there with Ollie. Whereas Ollie actually was terrible this Grand Prix, like between qualifying 18th and then crashing, like it just
Esteban definitely did a much better job. He qualified P12, so definitely not. This is a weekend to forget for Ollie Behrman.
Haas in general, I mean, no points in the crash, poor qualifying.
Well, they did. Esteban got 1 point in the race,
yeah,
but we'll get to that.
That's true.
But yeah, I expected a bit more out of Ollie this weekend, and honestly, from the Audis too.
He was P5 in the standings too, like coming into this week.
Yeah, don't anymore, but actually, I think it's a Ferrari or Oscar. I think. So yeah, not great.
No,
but
not great.
Props to Pierre. He's really doing a great job with Alpine. His teammate, Franco Colapinto, hopefully he'll improve eventually, but Pierre, very great job. And we need to pray for grace for Red Bull because it's not, they really don't, like, I don't even think, like, there is a really 4th fastest team at this point. Like, it's literally, you just have Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, and then, like, midfield.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it's shaping up. Red Bull has no consistency. Nobody else has the consistency of the big 3 right now. And it was the big 4, now it's the big 3. I mean, they have all this money, and they're still not doing it. It kind of reminds me of Aston Martin in a way. Like
they flopped.
Yeah, not to the point of Aston Martin's failure, like doing that bad, but you're putting all this money into a team. You expect to get something out of it. And right now, this is not at all what they expected.
No. So hopefully in April, with a month off for all of these teams, hopefully Red Bull will hopefully figure it out. Hopefully, and all the other teams, like the bottom 3, Cadillac, Williams, Aston Martin. And we'll see maybe some more development from our top 3 and potential midfield teams maybe getting up there.
Hopefully this month of no racing gives them a lot of time to develop, work on the car. It's not like they can do lap times though. Like they can't test.
I mean, they have the sim, but
it's not the same though.
No, of course not.
Not at all.
But I hope to see some change and something interesting because you're not going to tell me that I can't watch any racing for a whole month and be bored out of my mind. And then we go to Miami and I'm like, this is just what we did for the first 3 races. Peep the Lando Norris can.
You know, I am on that Kool-Aid now, that Lando Norris Kool-Aid. Not sponsored, by the way, but, you know.
Sponsor us. Monster Energy. Thank you.
Fagenza vodka, too. I'm interested. I'm interested. Y'all's Mediterranean vodka brand, I put that out into the world.
Yes, please and thank you. But, yeah, those are our thoughts.
Those are our thoughts on qualifying. So next up, the race, and I think the most obvious thing we have to talk about, the youngest ever championship leader, Kimi Antonelli, with his second in a row race win. I mean, congratulations, young buck. You did it. You're doing it right now.
Now, let's be honest, the safety car kind of helped him out a little bit because his race start was not good.
No.
He went from P1 to like P5, P6.
P6, yeah.
I was like, sir. Yo, like, I think P6 maybe.
Yeah.
P5, P6.
Mercedes, especially Kimi.
George's start wasn't great either, but it wasn't as bad as Kimi's. But I think Mercedes has some work to do, specifically Kimi on the race starts.
Definitely. I mean, they have everything right. The drivers, the car, strategy.
Pace.
The pace, just the start.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you got to do, bro.
They're kind of making their lives harder for themselves.
They really are. Because, I mean, otherwise it'd be a 1-2, them cruising, you know, with
for sure,
a
with
massive
their pace.
gap to the rest of the field. But instead, because their starts are so bad, they're getting bogged down in traffic, which is giving other teams, though, a chance.
And then they're caught in dirty air. It's just not great.
They can't use all their pace. Like, what's the point of having extra pace if you're stuck behind a bunch of other cars? Like, you're in just a, what is it called? Overtake mode train now? Not a DRS train.
Yeah, a boost. I don't even know.
I miss DRS trains, bro.
I agree. But, because we also did see the pace of specifically Kimi. After the safety car, he's out in front of Oscar. And he finished, I think, 15 seconds at the very end in front of Oscar.
Let me double check.
Which was crazy.
13.7, yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty much 14 seconds in front of Oscar. So that shows the pure pace of the Mercedes alone there. And so essentially both Ferraris and McLarens, I'd say, had a good start.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
like,
they both had a good start.
I mean, you had a McLaren leading a Grand
Oscar.
Prix who hasn't started in a Grand Prix, Oscar, and now he's leading a Grand Prix. Like, he's making up for lost time.
And he was leading it for pretty much most of the race until we had the whole safety car issue. So that was lap 23, I think?
22.
22. Yeah, 22.
That was when Ollie Behrman crashed, causing a safety car, which was right after George Russell had just pitted.
And Oscar. So it was just Lewis and Kimi who did not pit yet, so they pitted on our safety car. And Pierre.
And I mean, you can never predict that sort of thing. You know, George is on the radio being a little diva, screaming, "Unbelievable, mate!" You know, like he's a twat, bro. I don't know.
It's just unlucky. Sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, also we saw for Liam Lawson, the safety car also helped him. So it's a hit or miss sometimes. But Oscar finished P2, which, wow, okay, slay. First race, really. And that's a great result for the team, for McLaren. Honestly, they were on the back foot, I think, for sure in Melbourne and China. Obviously, they did not race in China. So that was cute. But yeah, I think that was a great result for the team for sure. Some good points, definitely needed points. So impressive. I would say I did not expect that.
Yeah, your little nonchalant king of the grid. He came back finally.
He did.
You know, just meh.
And then we had Charles, P3, worked his way to the podium. It was great.
Yes. Let's go, Charles. Come on, man.
We got to see a little bit of a battle between Lewis and Charles.
Yeah, Charles was working his way up the grid, cleaning up business. And I mean, especially, not only did he pass Lewis like wheel to wheel, just like he was doing last weekend in China, he also was fighting with George. And George had the pace.
Of course.
He was in P4. George was in front in P3. But Charles Leclerc has that strategy. He's got that ball knowledge, that racecraft ability, to where he knew that he can let George Russell pass him and then he can catch him back on the first corner and keep that.
Yeah, he got him on the straight and into turn one.
So because of his race management, his battery management, and just his thought process and race intelligence, I mean, he finessed a guy in a faster car. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm seeing like that's a win in my book. Like, you got the place, you get the podium, you get the points, you beat your rival, the faster team, and that's what we need from Ferrari's standpoint. You need to start chipping away at points from Mercedes. We need to be outperforming them if you want to have a chance.
And use the battery to your advantage.
Yes.
Because we've seen that. You know, you deplete your whole battery, now you got to charge it up again, and someone else is just going to use their charged battery to overtake you.
Right.
So it's very important, the battery management. We've seen that. And I think we'll continue to see that. But George finished P4, obviously unlucky with the safety car. Honestly, could have maybe potentially been a win for George if he did not get unlucky with the safety car. But he also had some battery issues with, Lewis. He literally got overtaken by Lewis and Charles in one corner, so he just had some issues. It's just not been a great weekend for George. But, I mean, P4, it's not the worst result in the world.
I mean, to start P2 and then P4 in a Mercedes, he's definitely looking at that as an L.
Oh, yeah.
Because it should be a 1-2 at this point.
But I mean, it very much could have been if it wasn't a safety car. Unlucky.
Right. I mean, you can't predict, someone else crashing.
Yeah.
You can only change what happens
But the
after.
pace, I think, was there. Besides his battery issues.
Yeah, besides his battery issues. I mean, he really put himself on like shot himself in the foot really in that instance where he really just
Yeah.
put himself behind and then he had to work his way back up.
And then we saw Lando. He finished P5. I mean, it's not terrible. He was pretty much stuck in dirty air. Looked like he had no pace, to be completely honest. But yeah, this weekend also not a great weekend for Lando. Just issues across the board. I honestly am looking forward to a weekend with no issues for any McLaren.
You know, every time we talk about Lando, the phrase "not bad considering" is always involved. Like,
But it's true. Like, it could have been much worse, to be completely honest. Considering how little running he had,
I think the
it's
Ferrari
really not bad.
hopium is rubbing off on McLaren right now. Like,
He finished in front of a Ferrari, Lewis, which this was also not the best weekend for Lewis for whatever reason.
As a reigning world champion, if all of your performances, the phrase "not bad considering" follows, you're not performing good enough. Now, I admit they're beating Ferrari in this particular Grand Prix. However,
Yes.
not bad considering. I just want to let it be
It's
known.
not bad considering. I still
Okay.
think there's a lot of pace for both Ferrari and McLaren to find compared to the Mercedes, for sure, obviously. But I think hopefully with this month off, we'll see that, hopefully, and Ferrari and McLaren will definitely be way more competitive with Mercedes.
Yes. And then Lewis coming in P7 or P6, excuse me.
P6, yeah.
Not happy at all.
No,
Like, we're
this
not
was not
happy
a great
about this.
weekend.
No. It could have been good. There was a
He
chance.
also looked like he didn't have much pace either, to
Yeah,
be
no.
completely honest. Like,
Like-
it was him and Lando just, like, in the back.
Yeah. In our top 3 teams at least. I mean,
Yes.
they were kind of the that's kind
Slackers.
of yeah, they were kind of like the back markers, the slack. That seems
Of the
weird.
top 3,
That's
yeah.
that seems so weird to say,
So,
but
yeah, I agree. But hopefully we'll see some better weekends to come for Lewis and
if
Lando.
you have Pierre Gasly chasing you in P7,
Yeah.
you've got concerns, man.
Yeah,
And
so props to Pierre, though, fully.
Oh no, most definitely.
Great weekend from him.
Qualified P7, stayed P7, consistent is key.
And Max could not overtake the kid.
No.
He did a couple times, and it's actually hilarious. Max waved to him at one point. You know, Max is just done. He's like, this is ridiculous. The Red Bull needs some improvement. So hopefully this month off in April, they will have some development because it's not great for Red Bull. Like the fact that Max Verstappen, a 4-time world champion, cannot overtake Pierre.
It's about the car and the regulations at that point. It's
Yeah.
not the drive. I mean, really, it's the car and the regulations
Yeah.
that led to this car.
I mean, Max, like the way he's driving it, it's extremely aggressive, very much like beating the crap out of the car. I don't know if that's pure frustration or just
I
Max.
feel like that's pure racing though. Like
Yeah.
when you're pushing a car to its limit.
And it's just giving him nothing.
No. I mean, he's over here at the
Nothing.
Nürburgring, you know, going crazy in qualifying, going crazy in the race.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that ended up in a disqualification.
One too many
But
tire changes.
he's
But-
enjoying his life way more over there than in Formula One car.
Because he can actually push the car to its fullest limit on a fun track. I mean, all
Yeah.
tracks are fun, let me say that. But the Nürburgring, of course,
It's a historic
the
track.
deadliest track. I mean, that's awesome. But for him to be stuck behind Pierre,
Like,
Red Bull,
an Alpine, by the way.
a midfield team, Red Bull. You're midfield. You are mid.
Yeah. Like,
has to
there
be
really
known.
isn't a top
Like-
4 right now. It's a top 3, Mercedes, Ferrari,
You've
McLaren.
been demoted, all right? You've
Yes.
been eliminated.
To a midfield team.
If the Alpine Pierre Gasly is ahead of you,
Yeah. It's not great.
no, it's
It's
not.
not great.
Oh Lord, it's not.
And then, unfortunately for Ollie Behrman, this was also very much a weekend to forget. Qualified P18.
That's right. And we predicted that he would get some points this week.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I thought so, considering his past 2 performances in
Right.
China and Melbourne. But no, he crashed. That was a nasty crash. 50
Yes.
G's into a wall. That's a lot of G's. Most people, like human beings, like maybe probably Spencer and I, who do not race, obviously for a living, would love to, but no. Pulling like 3 G's is probably a little much. So imagine 50.
Yeah, a G is just basically, it's like that many times of your body weight. So like 50 G's is 50 times your body weight.
With gravity, yeah.
Right. A fighter jet pulling up or down or aggressive combat maneuvers.
Yeah.
Where they're trying not to pass out and they have specialized suits. That's only 10 G's. That's just 5 times that intensity. So I'm feeling for the kid. He was kind of limping walking off, but the ability to walk off from these crashes, it goes to show the safety in these cars. Because a few decades
It was
ago,
not great.
A few decades ago, a lot of drivers wouldn't walk away from a crash like that.
Absolutely.
So
prayers for you, Ollie. Hopefully he'll be better. But yeah, definitely a weekend to forget for Ollie Behrman. His teammate Esteban got into the points, finished P10, so not terrible.
Good
but
for you, bro.
Finally we see Esteban in the mix. He's been a bit on the back foot compared to Ollie so far, but it was definitely a better weekend for Esteban compared to Ollie Behrman this
At least
weekend.
one Haas is getting points.
Yeah, it's better than no points, I guess.
That's right.
And then we have Audi. I had higher expectations for them this weekend. Nico finished P11, Gabriel finished P13, and Gabriel started P9. So that was not great for him.
No.
I would say out of Haas, so far over all 3 weekends, Gabriel seems to be the stronger Audi, but no points for Audi this weekend.
I mean, they're not too far off like in this race. I think.
Yeah, I mean, they were close.
Nico finished P11 and Gabby finished P13.
Yeah, right out of the points.
Yeah, so I mean, they're not too far split.
Yeah,
you know,
it could be worse.
It could be worse. You could be like
Williams, Cadillac, Aston Martin. So, it's always worse.
Yes, the grass is not always green.
Yeah, but not the best weekend for Audi overall. No. Then we had Liam Lawson. He got points, finished P9. Arvid finished P14. I don't know. I think maybe we're starting to see Arvid struggle a tiny bit. He had a great start in Melbourne and in quali, but
not everything can be beginner's luck, bro. You only get so many chances. You're a rookie. You're just learning. Yeah, not every weekend is going to be flawless.
No, for sure. He's definitely still learning. Yeah, totally get it. But yeah, so not a bad weekend for VCarb. I mean, could have been better for Arvid, but they got points, Liam 2 points.
Lawson, yeah.
So yeah, that's great for them. And the race wasn't too crazy, to be fair. We had the same back markers again, finishing toward the bottom with Williams, Aston Martin, Cadillac. And Franco isn't doing that great, honestly, for the Alpine period. Pierre is slaying, but Franco's not helping much. So maybe we'll see another driver change with all their reserve drivers.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a lot, but...
Because Franco seems to definitely be far off from Pierre.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting sponsorship money. Isn't he Argentinian? They're getting
Yes, he is. But it's not great when you're not getting any race results and your teammate is finishing P7 and qualifies P7.
But then you throw Jack Doohan in the car.
Well, they have Paul Aaron. They have other reserve drivers. They have so many reserve drivers. It's a little ridiculous.
They might need to sub one in then.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe give someone else a shot. I don't know, because Pierre can't just be another Max Verstappen doing all the work. I mean, props to Pierre, but
your second seat needs to do something in the midfield team.
He needs some help. At least with Max and Isaac, they're somewhat near each other.
Yeah, Max is kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of meeting each other.
Off. Yeah. At least they're somewhat even.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with Alpine. And hopefully we'll see some development from Aston Martin, Cadillac, and Williams, because it's rough, especially honestly for Williams too. They finished P5 in the constructors last year, and right now they're trash.
Yeah, Alex finished P20, which is only because Lance and Ali crashed. Lance actually DNF'd.
He has, no one's surprised, right? Another car issue.
And then Carlos, P15. It's
just not great.
You're beating Franco Colapinto, Checo, Fernando, and Valtteri. And then, of course, your own teammate. You're barely beating the guys that you should be way ahead of at this point.
Yeah, I expected much more this season from Williams.
All that James Vowles hype,
Yeah.
Did Carlos make the wrong decision? Should he have
gone to Audi? Maybe.
Yeah, followed his father's footsteps, Well, not his exact footsteps, but following at least.
Yeah. Well, his dad in different categories has raced under Audi, so. And
I think he might be regretting that decision.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Williams will have a turnaround for the better. I hope. I hope for Aston Martin too. I don't think it's a shocker that Cadillac is in the bottom. They're a brand new team. So that's not a shocker.
Yeah, especially with these regs. I mean, even experienced teams who have been in F1
Right.
for a long time are struggling. So no
Like,
wonder.
look, Williams and Aston Martin.
Well, Williams always kind of struggles. They've been struggling for a long time.
Yeah, but except for last season.
Except for last season.
Right.
But
Aston Martin
historically-
has definitely fallen off.
yeah, they're doing pretty bad.
So hopefully, I don't know, also, will we see team principal? Maybe Jonathan Wheatley going to Aston Martin? He has left Audi.
Yeah.
That's T right there. Due to personal reasons, supposedly. So I don't know if that's fully true, then he's just not coming back to Formula One right now, maybe in the future, or will he be going to Aston Martin? Because I don't know. I don't know why Aston Martin put Adrian Newey as their team principal.
That was really weird.
That's not really his
you
thing.
put an engineer in a managing position. That's like,
Yeah, he's like doing two roles. Like, that's a lot.
well, it's just like if you know people who are into engineering, their mind
like,
is very like
yes.
about
that's
their
what they
product.
do,
It's
yeah.
about
That's where
what
he
they're looking-
thrives.
And you're gonna thrust him in an office to talk to a bunch of suits.
No.
That just doesn't sound right.
So, yeah, I could totally see. I don't think Adrian Newey will stay the team principal for the rest of the season. I would
thought
be
he already-
surprised.
I thought he got moved already. No,
I think they're starting to. They haven't like fully been like, yeah, you're out, Adrian.
the
but
rumors are kind of just.
yeah, there are rumors.
yeah.
I think that Aston Martin is probably actively looking for someone to replace Adrian Newey as a team principal. Adrian Newey will still be his job as the main head designer, of course, an engineer, but maybe Jonathan Wheatley will go there. I don't know.
It might be time to put. I hate to say it like this.
Oh, Christian Horner.
No, God, no. Get him out of here. No, we don't need that.
Hey, we don't know. Christian has already expressed interest in coming back to Formula One, but he said he will only come back when it's right.
What's it gonna be like, Flavio, and just come back after like 20 years and be like, forget all that stuff I did in the past.
Well, Flavio's
I'm
not
here
even
now.
like a team principal. I don't know. Flavio, he's like
Isn't he in that role? I
He's
thought-
like, he pretty much is like the team principal, but like that's not his like name because I don't think he can be. It's like he's some executive chairman something. I don't even know. But yeah, I don't know. Who do you think would potentially be a team principal at Aston Martin?
Lawrence Stroll. Big Lawrence. The suit
He
of all
owns
suit.
Aston Martin.
Well, he'll probably find some good employee, some European guy, somebody who's a good suit, who's into the analytics.
I definitely think they're actively looking though.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
But that's kind of like a very unique position to get because you have to be a team principal, you have to be that shark. You have to know the
He's
entire
somewhat
team.
hopefully experienced.
Yeah, you're watching over around 2,000 employees, factories, race days,
Yep.
strategy calls. You're the head honcho on that,
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of pressure, and you have to make sure you get the right guy. Adrian Newey, not the right guy.
No, I don't know why they thought that, but
Now, should they even put him out to pasture? Like, you have this dude who's super old, which, nothing wrong. I'm not ageist, there's nothing wrong with being old.
he just,
But, you're that old. You've been in the game for a while, no one's denying that. You've built
very good at his job.
Yeah, you've built championship winning cars in the past. Recently, your performance has kind of taken a turn for the worst.
Granted, the Honda engine is not great, so
Yeah.
that's not helping them
It's
by
not
any
like they
means.
have a lot to work with, but I mean,
Maybe we'll see some hopefully development from them in April.
but he's old school though. He's over here with a pen and paper, looking at other
yes.
cars writing. I mean, now they're just doing 3D scans. Like, he's kind of behind the curve, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But hey, maybe there's something good about old school. It works for Adrian. So
it's not working for Aston Martin, that's for
not
sure.
right now, that's for sure.
Lord, they.
But I don't know. We'll see. They need to pray for grace. So does Williams. Hopefully we could see something from Cadillac, but I don't think that's an expectation.
I give America's team. Everybody's like, all the teams who I feel like are in the bottom six, they're all throwing these projections out like, 2030 will be good.
Yeah.
They need 5 years to be good. Like, I don't think the fans.
McLaren kind of needed that.
Yeah, I don't know if the fans can wait that long for some of these teams,
Yeah.
but I don't know. The order's pretty stiff though, and hopefully after this break, when we get to Miami, we're gonna have a lot of chaos, a lot of fun. Maybe some new teams moving up in the grid.
That would be nice to see. Like I said, I need something interesting. I don't want to just see Mercedes flying away, dominating. I also don't want to just have, I would like maybe top 4, top 5 teams. That would be really nice. instead of just Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren. And maybe some competition, like some racing, please. Because Kimi just getting away from Oscar with a 13.7 gap at the end of the day is boring. Well, great for Kimi and Mercedes, but we're not seeing much. Like the biggest thing that we've seen with the racing so far has honestly been Charles and Lewis.
Yes.
Which thank you to them.
Yeah, they're just sparring for fun.
Yeah.
You know,
not everyone else,
not making contact. You know.
Yeah.
Catch up rules. You know.
Yeah, but I need to see something else. You know what I mean? Some other people in the mix, some other teams in the mix.
You're about that action, aren't you? You want to see the smoke.
Well, yeah, like I'd like to see something. Like I don't think anyone watches just to see one person dominate. But props to Kimi. He is leading the championship right now. And if he does become champion, yes, exactly. And if he does become champion, he'll be the youngest champion.
Well.
So, we'll see.
We'll see.
But Kimi's doing a great job, so props to him. So now we have our bold predictions, and how correct were our predictions from Suzuka?
Y'all not good, not good. I'm struggling.
Great
please.
For me.
In the comments, can I get some help? Can I, please?
Do not help him.
Please. This is bad, y'all. Personally, I get 1 point from the race. I only got one of the podium sitters correct, so I'm at a running total of 6 points.
Yeah, you got Kimi right.
This girl was already at 11 points.
Yeah.
She got 1 point for Kimi, being on the podium, and 3 points for Charles, getting him exactly.
P3.
4 points from the race, 15 points total.
So you have a solid 6 points in total to my total of 15 points.
Look, I'm down by 9, but it's only round 3 of 22. There's time
Absolutely.
It's time to come back.
Absolutely.
But it's looking pretty bad right now.
Hopefully your Miami predictions will be better, Spencer.
Yes, hopefully.
From Miami, what are your predictions?
P1, I got Kimi. Give me a 3-peat from the young buck. I believe you can do it, little guy. I believe in you. We have the same hair. I believe in you. No, we don't. I'm kidding. But I think, honestly...
This is curly, but it's like not as fluffy.
Yeah. You think my hair is fluffy?
It's a little big.
Now you're calling it big, too? All right, I'm getting a buzz cut. Going bald.
Do not get a buzz cut.
I'm wearing the do-rag from now on. Just a beanie. No more hair on the episodes. Anyway, I'm joking. Moving on.
It's fine.
Young man Kimi is going to get his 3-peat.
Okay.
I firmly believe in him. And it'd be cool, too, just to get that as a young driver. Oscar P2. I'm basically, first 2 picks, kind of copying. Actually, I'm completely copying the podium for Suzuka. Because I got Charles P3, too. I believe these boys.
So Kimi, Oscar, Charles.
This is terrible because there's no way that it's actually going to be the same order.
But so now you're regretting it.
I'm definitely regretting it. Keira made her decisions first, and I did not want to copy her.
I told him, if that's what you think and it happens to be the same as mine, so be it.
I'm not going to just agree with the norms because that's what I'm not going to just drink the Kool-Aid because people say drink it, you know?
All right.
I'm going to do my own thing.
Well, we'll see how right you are. Me, I say P1 George, P2 Kimi, P3 Oscar.
Solid. Mercedes 1-2, of course.
Yeah, McLaren starting to show some pace. We'll see. McLaren are definitely known to develop a car very well, so I have some expectations that they will further develop the car when it comes to Miami. I'm pretty sure they're bringing upgrades for sure by then, so I have hope for them. So yeah.
Especially after all this time passing, you would think
for sure, a whole month, come on.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely put something together.
George, Kimi, Oscar. We'll see who's right. Me or Spencer, or more right, let's say that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It's probably going to be wrong. But you know what?
Yeah, what are the odds?
Hey,
you never know. It's Formula One.
There's plenty of season to get it back, though.
Yeah.
But which team do you think in Miami is going to outperform the other? So I'm going to give you 2 teams. You're going to tell me which is going to outperform the other. All right, first off, Red Bull or Audi? Red Bull or Alpine?
Alpine.
Alpine, why?
Because I think Pierre's doing a great job. I do expect him to hopefully continue further developing the car. Hopefully his teammate will hopefully be a help. I don't know. But Red Bull, I hope they develop their car too because they're struggling too. But I don't know. I think Alpine. I think Pierre's showing some really good pace.
Definitely. What about Racing Bulls or Audi?
See, this is a tough one. They're both, I would say, fairly evenly matched. I would like to say, hopefully, I'm going to say Racing Bulls. V-Carb.
Okay, yeah. I'm leaning the same way. I feel like consistency-wise and just...
Yeah, I think Arvid will hopefully show us some Melbourne light.
Yeah, I mean, that beginner's luck could come back. He could get more familiar with the car.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a young guy. He's the youngest, right? Or not youngest.
Yeah, well, he's 18.
So he's the most adaptable is what
19.
I'm hearing. Like, you're a young guy. You're in this new world, soaking up all the information, all the skills that you need.
And he's done a decent job, I must say.
He's definitely done a decent job. A lot of hope for the young rookie.
For sure.
What about the best of the worst? Cadillac or Aston Martin? Who's getting lapped the least between the two?
They're both trash.
Yes. To put it politically.
To be fair, I don't know. Because if Aston Martin can get it together, which, in looking at Cadillac, they should, because Cadillac is a brand new team. Aston Martin is not. But I don't have hope for them. Their Honda engine is. So I'm going to go Cadillac, hopefully. Hopefully they'll further develop the car.
Yes. I mean, Cadillac didn't have
at least
any
they're not
DNFs.
like DNFing.
Well, anymore.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it seems like it's probably going to be like every single race, and Aston Martin will DNF. It's just which one, if not both.
it's like that I was saying, every time a bell rings, an angel gets her wings, or his wing, or an angel gets their wings. You ever heard that? Every time an F1 race happens. And Aston Martin's going to be in the pits. That's what's going. That's not a good thing, y'all. But
It's not a good look.
what about the best of the top teams? Would you rather, who were you taking into Miami, Ferrari or McLaren?
I'm going to say McLaren. I think they're going to do a good job developing the car throughout this month. I think they've done a decent job, and we're only in race 3. I'm going to say McLaren. I have some hope for them with their upgrades, hopefully.
I'm split here. You know, my heart is screaming Ferrari, but logically, like, McLaren, if they can get both cars on track, really it's Oscar. Like, that dude consistently puts in good results.
Well,
He's making something out of nothing.
I don't know if I would say consistency is a good word for him this year.
No, not this year. Okay, yeah.
So far.
Let me read
It's been a very rough start for McLaren. Let's just say that. They've had, honestly, way too many car issues, I must say.
Yes.
On both ends. Like, I'm like, what are we doing here? So hopefully they get all of those little things figured out and they can further develop the car. And if they're doing that, none of these stupid hydraulic failure, powdery issues, this and that, God freaking knows, I think they'll be good.
Get that man to the track and he'll be able to score some points.
Yeah.
He might even outscore the Ferraris. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
we'll
knows?
see.
I don't think so, but he could. Last but not least, we have our signature segment. Who's got pace?
Who's got pace?
So starting off, we got those who are setting the pace, then those who are chasing, and then those who lost the pace and therefore need to pray for grace.
Yeah.
Starting off, who do we have setting the pace right now?
Obviously Mercedes. That's
Definitely.
a duh. And then Alpine. Pierre's doing a great job, specifically just Pierre. And then McLaren was setting the pace in Suzuka with Oscar.
I swear we were just praying for grace for McLaren.
Oh, we were. We literally were. In China, after China, yes, we were. But they've had a decent turnaround, let's just say that. And finally, Oscar has started a race, and he was leading because Kimi had a horrendous start.
He was leading, yeah. I mean, bro had a great start. Amazing.
Great start, and he was leading and setting the pace until the safety car came out, and then that's when it kind of changed things. So I think it would have been really interesting to see, would there have been a Kimi Oscar battle, Kimi maybe George Oscar battle, because we did see that in the beginning when Oscar was setting the pace battle, and would it have been Oscar coming out on top, or George potentially, or Kimi maybe? I would say maybe more George, because that safety car did not help him. But yeah, so potentially McLaren if it went a different way from the safety car, but based on results, no.
McLaren, to me, are more of the chase the pacers.
I would agree.
Like, they're not the benchmark. You know, they're not the ones.
Not yet, at least, no.
It's not like last season. Like, last season,
They were fully setting the pace.
miles away.
Yes.
Tens of seconds away. Now, that's what Mercedes is doing to the field.
As of now, yeah.
Specifically, Kimi. But that's why I have them at, chase the pace. Like, they're chasing the pace right now.
With Ferrari.
With Ferrari. And who else?
V-Carb. and maybe Haas. It's not been the best weekend for them, specifically Ollie, but I would say they're not doing I wouldn't say that we need to pray for grace for them. I mean, Esteban still got a point.
Right. I mean, it's a bad weekend for Ali. Everybody has bad times.
Yeah, and VCarb, like, they only got 2 points with Liam finishing
Right.
P9. So it's not like it's, like, crazy different between VCarb and Haas.
Yeah, at this point, it's about your other teammate who's, taking some of those early points away from the big 3 teams right now.
Right.
And who can just start setting that lead in the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see Ferrari and McLaren maybe crack down on Mercedes. We will see. But
Fingers crossed, yo.
who lost the pace and therefore needs to pray for grace? I don't think this is a shocker for anyone. I think it'll continue this way for a while, unfortunately.
AM, Aston Martin,
Williams,
Cadillac,
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Yes, y'all. What's going on with one of the big 4 teams acting like, kind of like
Well,
a
they
trash
were
can?
big 4. Now they're like a midfield team.
Yeah,
like they're
this is
not.
awful. I mean, Isaac did good his first race.
Yeah.
And then
He qualified P3.
the performance
great.
since then is just not there.
Max can't even pass an Alpine, Pierre. Like, I mean, like, what are we doing out here?
That's brutal.
And then Audi,
I don't know. I mean,
it wasn't the best weekend for them.
they were P11, P13.
Yeah.
Not, like you said, not the best weekend.
I wouldn't say they need to pray for grace, but I wouldn't say they were not chasing the pace, really.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Gabby.
think VCarb and Haas were definitely better.
I mean, after seeing like Gabby's, Q3 entrance, I mean, he didn't get to race in Q3 last weekend, but
Yeah.
to have that kind of pace in a car and then to have this kind of pace, it is kind of disappointing. They're kind of off the
Nico
ball
definitely
this
did a better
weekend.
job this weekend.
Yeah.
But once again, no points for Audi this weekend. So they have lost the pace a little bit. But I wouldn't say they need to pray for grace yet. They're not praying for grace like Aston Martin, Williams, and Cadillac.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Them boys need all the prayers they can get.
Red Bull honestly does need some prayers. Not that badly, but they still need some prayers. They need some development this month off in April because Max definitely isn't happy. I would not say Isaac's very happy either. But it's very obvious that Max has just given up some hope.
Well, he's having fun in another racing series.
Well,
F1
he's
is
given
kind
up
of his
hope in
side
F1.
hustle. He's got 4 championships.
Yeah.
He's kind of done at this point.
But I think he's still a competitor and he's
Oh.
waiting for more, wanting for more out of the Red Bull car.
As are all of us, the fans. I mean,
Absolutely.
we really want to see.
I would have not expected Red Bull to be this bad so far.
I mean, you have the best driver on the grid.
Pretty much.
You have
The best driver from this generation, I would
top
say.
4 money coming in. Because, I mean, although you didn't just win the Constructors, you still have tens, hundreds of millions being dumped into your team.
Yeah.
You have,
I mean, he did just finish 2 points below Lando, so.
if I was a Red Bull fan, I can't do that on YouTube, but I'd
be praying for grace.
Yeah, I'd be hitting myself over the head and hope I'm dreaming because, I mean, this is pretty bad.
Yeah. So let's hope that some further development will
Pray
happen
for y'all's
Red
grace,
Bull.
don't worry.
Yes. So that's it for Who's Got Pace. That's it for episode 6 of Chase the Pace podcast.
In our next episode, we'll look to the 4th race in Miami because there will be no racing in the month of April.
Unfortunately. But stay tuned. We might have a little
Something coming through.
Yes.
If you have the notifications on, you might be the first to find out. You got to make sure you hit that little bell.
Yep.
But that's it for
Yep.
us. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Make sure to follow us
on Spotify, YouTube, and check out all the links in the description. You got to check it out.
Yep.
Instagram Reels. We have quality Instagram Reels, all right?
Yes. And all of our socials will be also linked in the description below.
Until next time, I'm Spencer,
And I'm Keira.
and this has been Chase the Pace.